Hi, I'm Bev. Welcome to the channel. I'm trying to grow this YouTube channel as a Gen X creator. And like many people, I think when they're first starting out on their YouTube journey, I've had imposter syndrome and fears around what it is I'm going to share on here. I'm an educator by trade and also by personality, I think. Some of us are just born educators. Some of us are entertainers. Some are educators. And on YouTube, you're kind of one or the other. And I'm definitely not an entertainer. So I want to help use this platform to help other people, to be able to share what I've learned, to share what I know with other people. But here's the problem. What if you want to share stuff, but you're not necessarily an expert at it? So there are things that I have expertise in that I could share, but I don't feel driven to share them anymore. And there are things that I am learning and I have a passion for that I want to share, but I haven't really got the credibility to feel like I've got anything that I can teach or share. So how do we get around this? Because I think often we look at the experts, the people that have been doing whatever it is we want to teach for many, many years. They've probably got books and they've done TED Talks and they've got, qualifications coming out the yin yang. And you look and you think, oh my word, I could never compete with that. I can't teach what they're teaching. I don't have that level of credibility. And the problem is, most people who are just getting started on whatever venture they're getting started on actually don't need the people who are way out there with the mega credentials to teach them. There's too big a gap. What they need are people who are more relatable, who have recently experienced what they're going to be experiencing and can relate to the challenges and the lessons that they are going to have to work through. But how do you get your head around this? I know I've really struggled, because one of the things that I've realized with this YouTube channel is it's had a few different iterations, and I've been trying to fit my expertise into the channel rather than letting the channel grow with what I'm learning. And the problem with trying to do that is I've been trying to teach things that I know about, but I'm not passionate about. I've been trying to grow it around business. Now, I don't know everything there is to know about business. I've never had a brick and mortar business. I've never done mergers and acquisitions. I do know a lot about how I built my coaching and training business and took it out into the corporate well-being space and got to work with some really, really good companies and made a nice living from it. But what I can't teach is how to be a 6 or a 7 figure online business owner, because I've never done that. So I don't want to be teaching about business, not even the bits about business that I know. But what is interesting is, what I do want to be talking about is the things that I'm passionate about, which is living a really interesting and purposeful life in my 50s, 60s, 70s going forward, and sharing what I'm learning about leaving my job at the age of 52 and setting off on my own, and now heading towards semi-retirement and into retirement. That's the thing I can talk about. That's the thing I want to be talking about. And more than that, one of the things I really want to be talking about is how to grow a YouTube channel. Now, this channel isn't big. I've less than 1,000 subscribers. In fact, I've less than 900 subscribers. So I'm not an expert in building a YouTube channel. I can't teach anybody how to get their YouTube channel to monetization, because I'm not monetized yet. I can't teach people how to get to 100,000 subscribers because I don't have 100,000 subscribers. But what I can do is share what I've learned so far about how to grow to 834 subscribers. I can share, because it's still very fresh in my mind, the challenges that go with that. I can give my thoughts and opinions on which bits of information out there and advice out there worked for me and which didn't, so that I can, rather than be an expert, I can hopefully be a guide, because I'm just a couple of steps ahead of where you might be if you're just setting out on your YouTube journey. And I just want to share with you how that works visually, because I was thinking about this earlier today. So imagine this is you here. You're at the beginning of your YouTube journey, or any journey for that matter, or anything that you might want to teach. And up here are the experts in your field. So for me, it's the gurus up there teaching how to do YouTube. And think about the gap here between you as a beginner and the experts up here. And to get between where you are now as a beginner and up to that expert status, we're going to have lots and lots of steps to take. So let's just draw our little staircase here. We're going to call this step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think chances are there are a lot more than 8 steps between beginner and expert, but go with me on this. So if you're the beginner here and you're learning from maybe me, who is here, because I'm just a couple of steps ahead of you, I'm just guiding you, but I'm not learning from the experts, although I have fallen into that trap of trying to. Not me. I'm learning from the people who are a couple of steps ahead of me, my mentors. People on YouTube who maybe have 5,000 subscribers, 10,000 subscribers, who are still new enough to be feeling the same pains that I'm feeling and to be able to share their experiences. And they will be learning from their mentors who are a few steps ahead of them. And they'll be learning from the experts because they're much, much closer to them. So think about this. If you're here and I'm only 2 steps up, we can virtually hold hands. I look at you, I see you, and you can see me. I look at my mentors. I can virtually hold their hand. They see me. Their mentors see them. And the experts see them. Do you see where I'm going here? But if you're a beginner and you're looking at the experts, they're just a blur. You can't see them clearly, and they can't see you clearly. So all we need to be are a couple of steps ahead, and we're helping and supporting other people up that staircase. So I hope that's helped, and I hope the visual has given you a little bit of reassurance that you don't have to be the expert. I have a sign on the wall behind me from Martin Luther King. It says, "You don't have to see the whole staircase just to take the first step." So it doesn't really matter what it is you're wanting to teach. All you have to be is 1 or 2 steps ahead. Maybe you want to start a knitting channel because you've found a passion for knitting, but you're not an expert at it, but you're learning. But somebody else is behind you who's never even picked up a set of needles, and they need you to show them how to do a basic cast on and cast off. The experts probably aren't teaching that. It's too basic. So there's your gap. You've got your passion and you've got those first steps of knowledge, and you can reach out your hand and help that other person up onto the second step. I'm not a YouTube expert, but I've been doing this now for over a year, and I've learned a lot along the way as a beginner with a small channel. Let me know if you've got any questions about what it's like starting a channel. I've already started cataloguing my analytics. So if you want to watch those videos, I'll link to them in the description. And my week 4 analytics will be coming out on Saturday. So if you want to follow my journey, please do subscribe. And if you've got questions, as I say, please just drop them into the comments. The beauty of having a small channel is that I am still able to read all of your comments, and I do, assuming YouTube shows me them all. And if I think there's value in making a specific video to answer that question, I absolutely will. Thanks for watching, and very best of luck growing your YouTube channel.